Hey everyone, welcome back to another Flutter tutorial. In this video, we are going to learn how you can set up the different flavor in our Flutter app and set up the Firebase for each flavor that you have created on both the Android and iOS. First, we'll start with the flavor setup along with the Firebase setup for each flavor. First, we are going to set up flavor on iOS, and the main things why we have required the flavor. Reason behind that is we are going to run the two different flavor by using the same code base. That's it. Okay, if you want to use the different flavor of app with same code base, then you are going to use the flavor. Currently one and only option for that. Here is the article that I have written for you, and I have mentioned each and every steps that will be required during flavor setup. Okay, without wasting time, let's get started. First step, understand your flavor. Currently we are going to set up for two flavor. One is admin and another is user. We are not going to set up for dev. I have already created the flavor setup video. This time we have set up the flavor, and at the same time we have implement the Firebase for each flavor. Okay, next step is manage scheme or add scheme. We'll continue these steps in the Xcode. Open your iOS folder in Xcode. In the top bar, you can see the runner section here and click on the manage scheme. By default, runner will be here. If we are going to add the scheme, then we need to add the more scheme here. Just add it and give the name. I'll give the name to admin. Okay, and I will rename this default runner to user. Okay, just close it from here. On the project level runner section here, by default only one debug release and profile configuration is here, but we are going to set up the flavor for two projects. Then we need to duplicate and make it double for each of them. If you are going to set up for three projects, make it thrice. Next we are on the step 3, add configuration. Okay, here in scheme we have make default runner to user. Same for here, in this default debug release and profile we'll make it user. Just rename it and give the name. First I'll rename and make it debug user, release user and profile user. Next we'll duplicate this debug and make it debug admin, and same for release and profile. Release admin and last profile admin. After you have set the configuration, the next steps that we need to do is we need to linking build configuration to schema. For that, to link, go to the manage scheme and double click here. By default, run test profile analyze and archive is default. Just make it default to default. We have opened the user, then make it default to default user. In test, make it also default user. On profile, just make it profile user. Analyze, make it debug user. On archive, make it release user, and close it from here. Again go there. This time we'll link on the admin. Same for admin. Instead of debug, we'll make it debug admin, release admin. On analyze, here is the debug admin. On archive, release admin. Okay, and just close it. Okay, step 4 is also completed. On the next steps, we need to set the product name and bundle identifier for each flavor. Okay, for that, select the runner target in Xcode. Runner target, not on the project level. On the build setting, search for bundle identifier. You can get this product bundle identifier. If your item is not selected to all, this product bundle identifier may not display for you. If it is not selected to all, select it all and start to set the bundle identifier. Okay, in bundle identifier we need to set for debug, and instead of this default ID name, we need to separately set for admin and user. Okay, for user we'll make it 8 digit. For admin we'll just change com.and example.hotspot.admin. It will be really important during Firebase setup. On admin, just add the admin. For user, we'll use the same bundle identifier name. Okay. 3 bundle identifier for user and 3 bundle identifier for admin. S for debug, release and profile. After bundle identifier, we need to set the product name. Again, search here the product name and you can get the package product name. This time, this will be the display name on the app. On your simulator and emulator, this name will be display in your simulator. Set it what name you wants to display. For admin, I want to display the name called hotspot admin. Set the same name for debug, profile and release. During setting the package name, keep in mind in debug, release and profile, you must need to provide the same name for admin and user. For user, we'll set the hotspot. Okay, I'll copy this name from here and set it on profile and release. After the bundle identifier and we have set the product name, the next steps is set the bundle display name. This is the final step for iOS. Go to the info section here. In the bundle display name, by default it will be the hotspot. This bundle display name, currently it will be display that we have provided during creating the app. But for now, we need to make it dynamic. For that, just make it a dollar and product name. Just hit the enter. Bundle display name. After that, our iOS flavor setup is completed. Let's see is everything is perfect or not. Here is the run icon. Just click it here. For that, first you need to open the simulator. Your editor detect the simulator first and next steps is run it here. Currently it will be admin. After that, back to the runner and on the device, instead of any iOS device, just select the simulator that will be available. I'll select this and run it from here and wait until this progress bar is completed. If everything is perfect, it will run the app. If anything mistakes, then it will show the fail to run the app. You can see the app is successfully run. Our app is open. During first time, it takes some time. Okay, our default app will be successfully run here and you can see the name hotspot admin and I'll uninstall the remaining all app. You can see the app name will be exact the same name that we have provided here, hotspot-admin. Okay, I'll terminate the app and I'll choose the user and run it again. Okay, you can see user app will be also successfully run. We are not waste our time. We'll be run it again and again. You can see hotspot and hotspot's admin. For now, I'll remove the simulator and close the Xcode. Next, we'll dive to setup on the Android. We have successfully set up on the iOS. As compared to the iOS setup, Android setup is quite easy. For Android setup, first we need to upgrade Gradle. Open the Android app build.gradle file. After the build type inside the Android, add the flavor dimension and product flavor. Okay, for that, go to the Android section, app with the latest update. Instead of build.gradle, it will be the build.gradle.kts here and read the instruction first. After the build type, after close the build type tag inside the Android. It must be inside the Android. Okay, inside the Android, we need to add a flavor dimension and product flavor. Just copy this and paste it here and this remaining all. You can copy this all from here and copy this all and paste just below it and rename. This will be the user. This will be the same string. App name. This will be the same. Instead of this e-commerce, I'll give the name called hotspot. And for admin, I'll give the name called hotspot admin. For current setup, we didn't need a dev environment. And most important things, for user, application suffix name will be the default. But instead of this, if you have add other flavor, then you need to provide the app suffix. Multiple app didn't have the same application ID. Every app has its unique application ID. We have required this during the Firebase setup. Okay, just save it from here and we have follow the next steps. That is, in steps 2, define the app name in Android manifest file. Just copy this label value and Command Shift P for Mac and Control Shift P for Windows and Linux. Just remove this symbol and source the file. It will be easy for sourcing the file. AndroidManifest.xml. What does we need to change? Android name. No. What? Android label. Instead of this default, we'll make it dynamic. In string @ string app name. It will automatically detect the app name. Okay. After that, most of the things will be completed. To run the all flavor, we need to set the environment on VS Code. It will be easy for us to directly run it. After you have completed these all steps, you can run it on the terminal, just like flutter run -- flavor user, but every time it will be boring. Instead of this, we'll make it easy. Just close this Android tag. Inside the lib folder, we have created the 3 folder called global. Name is not a file name is not a matter. Give the name that you have used to main user last file is main admin . Okay. Then this main app is not required. Rename this app and make it my app . And just remove this main function from here and paste this main function on main admin and main user and add the package and import the my app and material . Okay, inside the global . we need to just define one class and give the name global and static string base URL. Next, go to the main. After the main, just global.base URL and give the name called admin app. By this way, we have know that this app is the admin app or user app. Just copy it and paste it on the user app as well and rename the name user app. Okay, on the my app here and in the app bar of this my app, I'll just pass global.base URL. By this way, we have display the admin app on the admin flavor and user app on the user flavor on the app bar of the app. Okay, and the last things that we have required is we need to create a launcher.json. And to make running different flavor easier in VS Code, you can create a launcher.json file. This allow you to quickly launch a specific flavor like admin user directly from the run menu. No need to type the command in the terminal every time that I have mentioned you. Okay, for that, go to the run section and here create a launcher.json file. Just create it. By default, it will look like. We need to just edit it. First, remove the one. First, remove this last. Currently, we have only the 2 flavor. And on the name, we have passed the actual name that we have used. On the name, we have passed the admin. Here we have passed the user. Request is launcher. Type is dot. Until now, it will be on the program. Inside the lib folder, we have the main admin dot to run the admin app, to run the user app. Inside the lib folder, main user dot. Flavor, this is the name user. This is the name admin. Target, same. We have target the program that we have write it. Okay, this all code are here. You can copy it from here. I'm not wasting too much time. Okay, next I'll run on the Android. Okay, you can see from here you can change the flavor of the app. User, admin. If you click user from here and run the app, by default user app will be run just like this. Start debugging. You can see it on the debug. Oh, sorry, I'll terminate it. You can see we have choose the user app and you can see launching lib main user dot, but I'll forget to start the emulator. That's why it will directly run on the macOS. Okay, we have start the emulator instead of user. Now I'll choose the admin and run. It will automatically detect and launch the lib main admin dot file. You can see here. See main lib main admin dot. Okay, first I'll run it, wait until it, and I'll show if we have faced any error. I'll show you and solve the problem. If we didn't face any error, then we'll start to set up the Firebase for these 2 flavor. Wow, you can see admin app. We have successfully run without any error. And let's see the app name. App name will be hotspot.admin. Let's not waste the time for user flavor. We'll try it after the Firebase setup. Okay. Now flavor setup will be perfect. Let's dive into the Firebase setup for Edge flavor. First, create the one project. I have just created one new project. You can see I have not set up for anything for this project. Okay, we have set up the Firebase for first. We have set up the Firebase using the Flutterfire CLI. Just copy this command, paste it on the terminal. If you have doing this for first time, you need to read this documentation here, and I have already created 2-3 video. If you have already used it, then only these two command will completely set up the Firebase. Okay, we have choose all the platform and just hit it enter. It will be set up for all the platform: Android, iOS, Mac, web and Windows. Okay, Firebase setup will be completed. You can see leave Firebase option dot generate successfully with the following Firebase app. It will be generate Firebase option dot and this file contain Edge and everything that we have required to set up for Firebase. Just we need to add a Firebase core package. Just add the Firebase core package here, and inside the main user dot and main admin dot we need to initialize the Firebase. Just make it async widget flutter binding dot ensure initialize, and next it from here. Just copy this 2 line and paste it after this, and import the Firebase core package and Firebase option dot file. Save it, copy this 2 line from here and paste it on the main admin dot as well. We are going to set up Flutter for both the flavor. Okay, and next things that I'm going to mention you, inside the Android app, you can see a google-service.json file will be automatically added here because we have used the Flutterfire CLI to set up our Firebase. But on there, you can see package name. There will be the only one package name here, but we have the 2 app. If you search it here, that's it. Only one package name is here, but we have the 2 flavor for Android. This is only for user. If you run the app, then user app will be run without any error. But if you try to run the admin app, then it will be the conflict here. 2 different apps have not a same package name. For that, we need to create another project inside the Firebase. If you want to use the different project for your Edge flavor, then use the different Firebase project. Create the another Firebase project. Currently it is called Hotspot, and create the another project and name the hotspot admin dot. But I'm using the same project for both the flavor. If you want to use the same, then what you need to do, then go to the project setting. If you want to use the different project, then process will be the same. Just create the another Firebase project and download the google-service.json file, and inside the app you need to create the 2 folder and place this file here. But I'm not going to do this. Most of the time, if you are using the same code base, then you are also using the same Firebase project. Just for Android app, just add the app here for Android and give the name. This time we will give the different name. Just copy this name from here, but you already have an app with the package name .admin. This is the prefix that we have provided in our build-gradle.kts. You can see .admin. It will be the perfect name that you need to match it here. Just give this name, register the app, and download this google-service.json. This time just download this, next it from here, and next we didn't need to do anything. We have already set up for Firebase by using CLI. You can see now 2 apps is here. For Android, it will be the hotspot Android, com.example.hotspots and coms.example.hotspot.admin. Now you need to replace this file with the new file that you have downloaded. Just open the download location. This is my download location. This is the google-service.json file. I'll just copy it and I'll go to my directory, hotspot Android app. Here you can see the google-service.json. Just paste it here and replace with the new file. And after that, if we will analyze the google-service.json file, then here in package name, two package name. This will be for user app and this will be for admin app. Okay, this will be the most important things. Most of the beginner are stuck here. Not even the beginner, developer will also stuck here. You need to keep in mind. If you have using the different Firebase project, then just create the two folder here and place this to google-service.json file here for Android. If you are using the same project, then this will be the perfect. Just close it here. Why I am using the same Firebase project? We are using the same code base for two flavor. In my project, I'm also using the same Firebase project. That's why. Okay. Next things for iOS, go to the build.gradle NDK version. You need to provide the NDK version 27.0.12. More than 27, keep in mind. If you didn't provide it, then there is no problem. You have got the warning here. Next time you need to update it. Give the NDK version more than 27. Firebase core package require the NDK version more than 27. Okay. At that time, I'll run the user app. Okay, I'll run the user app. Admin app is already here. This time I'll run the user app. I hope everything will be perfect. Firebase setup is the boring anytime. It will show the error. Oh, first let's terminate it. We have already run it. First, okay. I have terminated the admin. Now we are only launching the user app. If you have set up the Firebase and edit the config file, then it takes more time as compared to the other. If you have just update the code and run, then it takes less time. And if you have changed the setup file, then it takes some time. Keep waiting until run the app. Okay, I'll show you. If I have faced any error, I'll show you. Wow, user app will be also run without any error. During we have previously run, you can see the admin app on the app bar. This time it will be the user app, and you can see on the console initialization all Firebase API for app. Okay, it will be perfectly working for user app as well. Let's see. You can see hotspot.admin working on both the app. For your confusion, I'll also show you by running the admin app after Firebase setup. I don't want to make confuse admin app, and I'll run it again using admin app. Sometime if user app will be run perfectly, it's may error on the admin app. Let's see what happen. If it will be the error, then we'll have to solve it. No doubt, it will be also run on the admin app perfectly after the Firebase setup. Now, Firebase setup will be perfectly working on our Android app. Next, after we have successfully set up the Firebase and flavor on Android, next we have already achieved the flavor on iOS. Next, we will set up the Firebase for iOS app on both the flavor. See, initialize all Firebase API for app and admin app. This is the default counter app and perfectly working. Okay, I'll terminate the emulator for flavor. Okay, now let's start to set up the Firebase for both the flavor of iOS. Just open the iOS folder in Xcode again, and inside the runner folder, just create the new group called new folder and give the name config, config. Inside this config, create the two group, name called admin and another name called user. For iOS, we need to provide the separate Google service. Currently one is here. Come example, this will be this bundle ID is for user. Let's move this Google Service Info file for user folder, but we didn't have a admin iOS app. Again, click on add app iOS, give the same name that you have provided for Android admin app. Okay, app bundle ID and register the app. Okay, next download google-service-Info.plist file. Next, continue. Okay, you can see two app for here. Two app is available for both the Android and iOS. Next, for admin, we need to add a google-service-Info.plist file for admin. Add a file to runner, add, and in the download section, we have a google-service-Info.plist file that we have currently downloaded. Just edit and just target is runner and finish. Inside the config user, we have the one google-service-Info.plist file with this bundle identifier, and inside the admin google-service-Info.plist, we have a different bundle identifier name. Okay, you need to check it. Yes, just close the app, Let's hope iOS app will be also run without any error. Many time I have faced at least 1-2 error for iOS. Currently I am also expecting the error. Before that, go to the code file and just comment this iOS platform and make it 13. Oh, one thing that I have missed. Again, open the iOS folder in Xcode runner. Inside the build phase, we need to create a runner. Inside the target runner, we have the build phase. Here, we need a one new run script phase. Currently, it is empty, and just rename it and give the name. You can give any name, for remember, I'll give the flavor specific google-service-Info.plist. And we need to provide a build script here, but we didn't have any build script. I'm here, man. I'll provide you the link of this build script that will be provided by the team of the Firebase. Just copy this all from here. Just copy it and just paste it here and just save the file, and that's it. And just close it from here, and after that we'll run our app on iOS. Just run it. Okay, we have faced the error Xcode multiple command product user admin hotspot build iOS debug hotspot admin google-info.plist. If you have faced multiple command product, then you need to open in Xcode, and here inside the copy bundle resource here is the multiple google-service-Info.plist file will be here. Or just copy the error, make your rule. If you have face error, first search it on the Google, not on the ChatGPT. Here is the multiple error that face. Just open it, and here is the age, and everyone face same error, and it will give the instruction for you. Here, open your Xcode project. In the left hand navigation panel, select your project to open the project editor. In the project editor, select your target, select the build phase tab, expand the copy bundle resource section. Look for any reference to google-service-Info.plist in the list of resource. You can identify it by its icon, which will look like a blue file with white G on it. If you find any reference to google-service-Info.plist, select them and press the remove button. Okay, we have already on this directory, and we have find this google-service-Info.plist file. Just remove it. Let's see again. Another file is here. Again remove it. Okay, that's it. Now nothing is here. Okay, just remove this Xcode and again run the simulator. Again we have faced the some error. Let's see what error is it. I think problem is here. If you see on the admin, as the google-service-Info.plist file is here, but on the user section there is no any file. Let's add it, but it will be reflected on here but not reflected on the app. Just delete it from here, delete, and again just download the new google-service-Info.plist file and replace it. Let's download it. Download. Didn't forget to delete your previous google-service-Info.plist file. Okay, on the download section as the google-service-Info.plist, I'll just add it on the runner directory, and you can see now it will be here with different bundle identifier. And next things I have also mentioned, this file is also reflected here. Just remove it from here. In copy bundle resource, there is no any file related to google-service-Info.plist. Otherwise we have faced the error. Okay, now it will be reflected here. Let's see it will be reflected on the project or not. iOS config Android user. Now it will be reflected with unique ID. This will be for admin and this will be for user. Let's run it and see what happened. We have faced the error after adding these two files. After that, I have do only two things. I'll show you. This is my terminal. I have just cleaned the project, flutter clean using this command. And first I'll clean the project, and after that I'll hit the flutter pub get, and inside the iOS directory I have install the pod. First you need to delete this podfile.log and this pod folder, and after that go to the cd iOS and install the pod. You have get this warning, ignore this, pod is installed completed, and run it again. This time it will be successfully run it on the user flavor. Let's try the same process on the admin flavor. Let's change to user to admin, terminate the app. This time for admin, run start debugging. I think we'll again face the error on admin. Let's see what happened. If we face it, then we'll again try to solve it. Wow, we have successfully run it on admin. You can see admin app, and that we have choose the admin. This is the Firebase setup for admin app. Without any error, we have successfully run it on both the Android and iOS. And I have already show you. If you face this type of error that I have already shown, then first clean the project, flutter pub-get, do the flutter pub-get and delete this podfile.log and this pod folder without any agitation, and go to the cd iOS directory, hit this command and your directory is iOS, and now install the pod and everything will be fine. Okay, after the flavor setup and Firebase on both the flavor, and that's it for today's video.